Okay guys, it's time for the next installment of our 300 Blackout powder coated lead bullet tests. A lot of history behind this. Early on, when I first started loading 300 Blackout, I had a lot of problems shooting powder coated lead bullets. I would get a buildup of gunk and lead at the front of my chamber, which caused feeding problem. So I'm going through my powders one by one. My best guess right now is that it's powder related, although that's starting to get a little bit fuzzy because we've tested 5 or 6 or 7 powders already, and none of them have shown the issues that we saw in the past. We've got 2 more powders to test. Today's powder is Reloder 7. This has been a good powder. It's on the slow side, so it runs halfway decent in carbine gas guns. So I'm hoping Reloder 7 is going to be okay. We've got 2 bullets. The first is a 160 grain Lee mold. It's a tumble lube Lee mold that we are going to shoot a supersonic with. Our charge is going to be 17.5 grains. Our overall length is going to be 2.035. That's what we've been shooting, and it's been doing a good job. So that's that guy. The 202 grain is an NOE mold. It's a gas check design, but we're not shooting gas checks. This is just powder coated. Both of these have been sized to 309. So the charge weight with our 202 grain bullet is going to be 11.3 grains, and the overall length is going to be 2.1 inches. So these videos are getting repetitive and boring for me to make and you to probably watch. So we're going to skip over a lot of stuff, get to shooting really quick, and if we don't run into any problems, this should hopefully be a short video. But first step for me is going to be flare the cases. We're using the same old batch of Lake City 556 that's been converted, that we've been using on the channel forever. So I'm going to flare these, and then we'll be ready for powder, because these have already got CCI number 481 primers in them. They're fully prepped, sized, ready to rock. All right, let's get some preliminaries out of the way. First of all, get our ears in, because I want to start out shooting without the suppressor. I've got a target out at about 12 to 15 yards. I just kind of want to make sure they're flying straight and check our zero on the old red dot. I've had this red dot moving around between guns. I don't even remember if I've sighted it in on this gun since I moved it last. So let's kick things off with the supers. I've got 3 rounds in a magazine here. So let's just see if they'll shoot. Let's go for the center dot. Okay, close enough. That should give us about a correct zero out at 50 yards or so, hopefully. Here are 3 of our 202 grain subs. We'll shoot it at the left-hand dot. Good deal. Lock the bolt back. Everything seems to be functioning just fine. So let's switch over to the chronograph and shoot a couple of these guys through the chronograph. See what sort of velocity we're getting. All right, let's start out with the supers. I've got 3 of them again. All right, looks like our average will be about 1570. That's not too shabby. And here are the subs, or hopefully they're subs. That first one was about 1120, but the others were in the 1015, 1025 range, something like that. So yeah, we might get some stray supers, but at least some of them should be subsonics. All right, let me put the suppressor on and we'll just shoot the rest of them at some steel. All right, I've got the rest of our supers loaded up in magazines. All right, these are 17.5 grains of Reloader 7 with the 160 grain bullet. I have repainted the range. You might notice the white targets. The orange from the last video kind of freaked me out, so we're back to white. Let's start out with the closer of the 2 sawhorses. Kind of get our 0 in there, mid-range. There it is. All right, let's try the long plate. And I had forgotten to turn off my mic like a big fat idiot. Turn on my mic. All right, starting long, working our way closer. Okay, there's that magazine. Another magazine with 20 something in it. That poor swinging plate. These these supers are wearing out the smaller plates. Come on. That stupid plate on the right is always the one that gives me the hardest time. There, gotcha. Stump a bunch at the propane tank. Beautiful. Ran like a champ. Suppressor cover slipping off a little bit. But yeah, all good with the supers. Nothing to report. Okay, now to the subs. Here's the 20 round mag. Let's go for the plates first. Okay, closer sawhorse. Beautiful. Let's try the long one. Okay, that mag ran no problem. I have heard a couple supers, but most of them are subs. We'll start long, work our way closer. All right, a little on the propane tank. Let's try a few more on the long plate. Beautiful. That is it, my friends. No problems to speak of with Reloder 7. There is one more powder we want to test, and that video, I'm actually getting ready to shoot the rounds right now. I'm going to clean this guy real quick and then shoot those. That'll be CFE Black. And if, assuming those go well and we don't learn anything new, then we're just going to call it good enough here and just move forward, not worrying about this problem. Whether my guns have broken in and maybe burrs and whatnot that were causing problems early on are now gone, or yeah, I don't really know, but can't recreate the problem, you can't fix it. So we're just going to call it good enough. All right, next video is CFE Black, and I will see you guys next time.